Danny, thanks for sitting down and chatting with us. It was a very disappointing defeat last time out, wasn't it? What was the mood in the group at full time?
Disappointment. Last 3 games I thought before Monday I thought we were doing alright. We were starting to play better and getting the results we wanted, and Monday just wasn't good enough. It was a bit of a shambles really. First half was okay, but there was no tempo and we didn't create enough chances. And then second half was just an absolute shambles. Nothing to do with the management, nothing to do with anything like that. Just us down to players just weren't good enough, and we know that, and we have to put it right on Saturday, because if we come out like that against a team like Hull, then we'll get a spanking.
Do you, as players, and people will want to, I'll ask you the question, what can you put it down to? But is it as simple as identifying areas of failure, or is it more of just a group day that didn't work for you?
I'd say it was more of a group day. I think, not everyone's going to be unbelievable every game. If there's 2 or 3 off it, then you can still get the result. But if you're off it, then what chance have you got? I don't think there was anyone who could come in at the end of the game and hold hands up and say, I played well. It was just on the day 11 of us weren't good enough, and we got what we deserved.
How has the response been among the group in the following days? There must be a huge determination to put in a better performance on Saturday.
Yeah, of course. I think it's just been one of them. We've had an up and down season. I'm not going to lie about it. It has been. We've had some great moments, and then we've had some terrible moments. Monday was a terrible moment, but whenever we do have them this season, I think we've shown that we've tend to bounce back, and I'm sure we'll do it again Saturday.
You touched on it there, the up and down the season. We're I think 16th now, but we've either been flying or struggling.
Yeah.
Is that just a combination of kind of experience and the way the season's been? What can you put that down to?
Yeah, it could be. It is a young squad. I think you only have to look on Monday at the age of the team. It is a young squad. When I was coming through, it was majority of the team were 27, 28. There was, in the first team, there was always 32-year-olds, 33-year-olds. We haven't had Gaz this season, which has been a big miss just for his experience and whatnot. And we have got a young group, and whatever you want to put it down to it, you need some experience in your team to get through the tough times. And I think that has been a big reason for the up and down season.
You're obviously one of the senior figures of the squad, but you're not necessarily a shouty individual, quite reserved, quite quiet. How do you see your role as a leader in the team in runs of poor form, for example?
I'm not we've got Joey, Lukey, as you say. We have got players that will scream and shout if it's needed, and I'm probably not one of them. I'm a bit quieter, but I try and lead by example on the pitch. Don't get me wrong, Monday I didn't. I weren't good enough. Held my hands up, but that's the way I try and go about it. I want players to look at me on the pitch and say, he's giving everything and he's leading by example on the pitch. That's the way I try and do it.
Obviously, we've got Hull on Saturday, top of the table. A lot of people would think that's the worst possible next opponent after a difficult game, but we have done very well against high-performing teams this year. I can think of the Lincoln game, Sunderland away, both games against Portsmouth, for example. Does that give you confidence going into that game that you can match them if you're on your day?
Again, you go to the up and down season, it literally is like that. Yeah. Like you said, all the teams that we play well against, and then you go to Shrewsbury where you think we should maybe get something out of the game, and then we get spanked 3-0 because we're not at it. I think us as a squad know that we need to be at it on the day, because if we don't, we will get spanked. So we'll take confidence that we did well against them last time, and hopefully we can put a run to their run of flying away with it.
You're obviously reaching the end of your second season at the club, our first season back at this level. How do you kind of assess your season as an individual?
Look, I think you always want improvement. I always want more goals, I always want more assists. Listen, I know the gaffer thinks I bring more than that to the team, and and help us get up the pitch or whatever, or help us start play. But from a personal point, I'll always look at myself and be critical. I do want more goals, and I think that's where you've got to look at yourself and you know, maybe be more selfish, maybe take more shots on. But you know, that's what you're judged on. It's been an average season.
How do you kind of handle that pressure that's associated with being seen by some teams as the catalyst for us? How do you handle going into a game knowing you might get double marked, for example?
Yeah, if you get double marked and someone else is free, I don't really feel. I mean, if teams are looking at that, then I'm doing something right. But I don't really look at myself like that. You know, if I'm getting marked by two men and someone else is free to do something, that's the way you got to look at it. I don't really look at it as teams are trying to stop me. I think they're just trying to stop Plymouth.
Fair enough. And when you assess Hull on Saturday, what are you expecting from them?
They're a strong team. They're a group of men. You know, a lot of them have played in the Championship, and they're looking to get back there. But I don't understand. I don't see why we can't match them and beat them. I don't understand why we can't. We've shown it this season that we can match anyone on our day, and I'm sure if we're on our day, which we will be, then we'll match them.
Good luck, mate.
Cheers, mate.